Today we're bringing you a playthrough of Trekking Through History from Underdog Games. I'm Mark Maya.
I'm Jess.
And this is Board Game Coffee.
Vincent, get back here this instant! Oh,
Thank you. Oh, I love you too. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, now on today's playthrough of Trekking Through History, we're doing things a little differently. Now, usually I'd give you a little rundown on how the game plays, and then we would explain our moves as we go through it. But what we're doing differently is Jess has never played this before. This is the most she's ever seen. So I'm going to be teaching on the spot. Now that I say it out loud, I'm stressing out about it a bit. Because here's the thing, I'm not a pro at Trekking Through History. I played it once by myself, and I taught Brittany how to play it once. And that was it. And that was like 3 days ago. So now I'm hoping I remember how to teach this. It's a fairly simple game. And this is it. So this is a prototype. Now here's the thing. Something I want to bring out is this is a prototype, so it doesn't necessarily represent the final look of the game. But it's a pretty good looking prototype. It's a decent looking prototype. There are some things that we got notes that we're going to change, like the titles on the cards are hard to read. Those are going to be changed. So anything that you think is hard to read, like these numbers versus those numbers, that's going to be addressed. Well, they're already being addressed. We got a note saying, don't worry about it, they'll be fixed in the final. So I'm not worried about it. As far as how it plays, though, it doesn't affect anything about how it plays. Everything still plays great. Okay, so now we're going to get started. All right, Jess.
No pressure.
I'm so nervous. I've never done like a cold teach like this on camera. Okay, so, and hope I get, and if I make any mistakes during this playthrough, forgive me. You can note them, but we can't fix them. It's done. Okay, here we go. Now, if I remember correctly, the story of this is, it's kind of like Trekking Through History is like tours through history. So if you notice actually on this board, it looks like a Grand Central Station or a Union Station. Kind of reminds me actually of that in Wreck-It Ralph, you know, where all they all kind of met in the Nexus there. And you walk through these portals to go through time. So it's like you're going on a little tour. It looks like a little museum. You walk through the door, and then you experience different moments in time. And we do this over 3 days. So that is the premise of it. And at the end of each day, we're going to switch this deck out for a whole bunch of different experiences. Now, on your turn, you can either visit a specific event or go visit an ancestor.
Okay.
We're going to get into more details on all of this, and please, if you have any questions, just ask. Our viewers will also have questions. Okay, so where to start? Okay. A day. It goes over 3 rounds, all right? Mm-hmm. Now, each round is broken up into 12 hours. Once both of us have spent our 12 hours, the day is over. So if you get there before me, you'll have to wait till I get there, but it's usually not too far behind.
Okay.
The order of play works, the person who's in the back gets to go. Okay. So if you go and somehow you only end up there, then you get to go again. And if you end up there, if there's a tie, whoever's on top gets to go. So you could play multiple turns in a row. Now, what decides how far you move on this is, think of these hours on the clock as your currency. Mm-hmm. And the cost of the cards over the experiences that you're having is down here printed in the corner. Right. So if you want to go to 1,230, or 1230, as the cool kids call it, which is, it's hard for me to read from this angle, fire a medieval trebuchet. So that's a little experience you go have in 1230. That seems cool, actually. I wouldn't mind doing that. It'd be a fun little thing. Take the kids, just launch their trebuchet. Anyways, so you would pay 3 hours. So you take your little clock and you would go 1, 2, 3. Play 3 hours. Easy peasy. Now, you do have an option. Is instead of playing the 3, you have these things that are, I can't remember what they're called. Time crystals, maybe? Possibly. Let's go with time crystals for now. So you can pay these crystals to reduce the cost of time that it takes to go through one of these experiences. But you can never reduce it to less than 1. And these only reduce the cost, these don't cover the cost. So it's not like I can pay 3 crystals to do the 3 crystals hours of time. I could like spend 2 and reduce it to 1, and then I would only move 1. So that's how that works. And there are different ways to gain crystals throughout the game. We only start with 1 at the start. So that's how the currency of the game works. Now, there's a few ways to score. One is going on treks. Now, treks are what you're going to do throughout the day. So let's say I'm going to visit 1772 BC. I'm going to put this card here. Now, normally when you take a card and you resolve it, this all shifts down. But we're not going to do that for this example right now. We'll do it when we start playing. You also have the option of this card. So any face-up card here, you have the option to visit.
Okay.
Now, if I was to visit 1772 BC, I would take it, I would place it in front of me. That would be the beginning of my trek. Now, I would take that card, it would cost me 3 hours, and then I would get the rewards listed here. So the picture of a head, that's a person event, and this, I can't remember what those are called, those little...
I think you said progress.
Yeah, they're progress, but I couldn't remember what the image was called. So that's a person event, and that's a progress event. So basically, you're going to go meet a famous person, and you're going to witness some sort of progress happening. So you get that red token, which is these. You'll take one of these, and you'll take one of these green things, and you'll also get what's underneath it. So you'll get, so that's why as the cards move down,
Right.
you can line up and plan for what you want. So you'll get those 2, and what's underneath. So I'll get those 3, which is innovation. So I got innovation, progress, and a person. And I would put this here. Now, where these things go is where this comes into play. You flip these things over. Flip one over. So we're going to use this one as an example. You would take these and you would place them at the topmost empty space in the appropriate column. Now, if you cover anything, like this green one actually covered these crystals, then I would instantly gain a crystal, put it in my little crystal vial holder. Okay? And these cards are your itinerary. We'll get back to how those work in a bit. But that's where the rewards you go. That's where you store them. Now, when you go on a trek again, what you want to try to do is you want to go in like a straight line through time. So you're not going to be jumping back and forth. You're going to pick one time period, and you want to try to go forward from that. So I picked 1772 BC. And keep in mind that when you're doing BC, the higher number is farther back in time. So then I would take, that's 12,000 BC. That's older. There's more digits than that. I didn't realize that. So let's pick anything. Let's say 506 BC. So let's say I took this one next. And remember, these would be sliding down, but we're not right now.
Yeah.
So then I would place it on top, because this is all part of my same trek that I'm taking this turn. I couldn't take anything that came before this. Like I couldn't take this and put it on top.
Right.
Because of the order, the timeline order. So I just put on that. So I would continue to do that. Build on it, accept my rewards, build on my trek. Now, over here, this is how your treks score at the end of the game. If I have only one trek, so if I had that, then I would lose 3 points. 2, you break even. Once you start getting 3 treks in a row, so 3 cards stacked on top of each other, that's when you start scoring points.
Okay.
So by the time you get to 10, if you have 10 of these in a row, you get 30 points. That's a big boost. Now, just because that's the best way to score treks, doesn't mean that's the only way you can score treks. Because you might have a situation where this is my trek, but I want what this is going to offer, all this nonsense, or maybe I want this. I don't have a really good example on the table right now, because everything kind of fits after this, except for that one. But let's say I really want this for some reason.
Yeah.
I can't put it there. So what I can do is I can close this trek up, put it to the side. That's going to be scored at the end of the game. Okay. So that's going to score me 0 points.
Yeah.
According to the list. Then I start a new trek. I just put it on. Now, treks continue with you from day to day. They don't reset at the end of the day. Okay, so that was here and that was here. So if you're still in the middle of a trek when you end your day, next day, you still can continue building on that trek. And every day, you'll get a new stack of cards, and those... you'll see the timelines start. There's some overlap, but the timelines will start later and later.
Okay.
That's actually what this chart here is. Day 1, those are the available years. Day 2, those are the available years. And day 3. So you see there's some overlap, but by the time you get to day 3, you're going as far as 1994.
Right.
Okay?
So for how it counts, so a trek would, if you had 2 cards in front of you, that's 1 trek, and it counts as 1 on here.
No, it counts as 0 points. That's how many cards are in the trek.
Oh, it's
So-
how many cards are in the trek.
Yeah, so if your trek is 2 cards, you get 0 points. So that trek that I made, the example trek, would score me 0 at the end of the game. But if I have 10 cards in that trek, it would get me 30 points.
Got it.
Okay, so that's how that works. And then you can just follow. We can just follow this chart when it comes to scoring.
So if you had, for example, 3 different treks,
Mm-hmm.
and they each had 10 cards in them, you would get 30 points for each.
Correct.
Okay.
That would be killer.
That seems unlikely.
So that's one way to score your treks. Another thing you should know is, as you're getting these tokens, you're putting them on these cards, and these are your itineraries. Now, throughout our game, we're going to go through 3 of these 4 itineraries that were dealt out. Now, they suggest for your first game to select the first one randomly. So let's just stick with the one that we flipped over for our first day. And then every day after that, we can look through these and we can actually pick which one we want to do. Now, a little thing that I've noticed on these cards is the information in the corner. 16 indicates how many spots there are on this board. These aren't locations that you place anything. These are just scores you score. So there's 16 places open to place events. And this card can score you a maximum of 27 points. Or like mine can. Yours is 16 and 30. So yours technically can score you more, but it'd probably be harder to get those points. Now the way you score, I'm just going to place these on random spots. Don't worry about the colors not matching. I just want to go fishing through a bunch of things. Since you have to work from the top to the bottom, it's easy enough to understand that if I put something on top of that, I get that thing. So to get to this one, I'd have to put, 2 yellows there. And then I would score that one. And 2 points if I go there. And the 2 points would be instantly indicated there. Next thing is, if I manage to fill this bar, so it would be like a red one there and a yellow one there, again, building down from the top, then I would score 7 points. Same thing here. If I get 3 here, 10 points. So that's how your itinerary works. And that's it. They don't get much more complicated than that. They're all pretty different. Different layouts. So that's why you might want to see what's on the table before you pick your next one. Okay. So anything you grab, like as you notice on my card, I only have 1 green. Any green you grab in excess of that is just tossed back in to the supply. Okay. Now, the last thing you really need to know about your treks are these cards here. These are your ancestors. Now, you notice that this is basically you're going back to go visit one of your ancestors. The question mark here means it's like a wild card for time. It can be placed on top of anything, and it duplicates the time that it's on. So if I place that on top of a 900, if it was on my trek, that would be 900. So I could have like 900 ancestor, ancestor, ancestor if I want.
Right.
But the thing is, with ancestors, you're only getting 1 wild token, which is one of these. You're only getting 1 wild token. You're not getting any extra bonuses from it being on the track, because these never go on the track. And there's only 6 of them available. And you can put a wild token in any of the slots, but they still have to follow rules from top to bottom. Now, when these are gone, they're gone. And they cost 3 hours. So, don't know how many times you'll be going for them, because you don't get as many resources for them, but they do have them useful. I definitely buy those for different situations. Now, I believe that is it. Let me just reference this card. Let me see. First thing you're going to do on your turn is you're going to... Now, let me walk through the turn order card. We have our reference cards here. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to choose a card. So you're just going to spend your time, choose your card.
Yep.
Next, you're going to move your pocket watch to reflect the time you spent in that event. Then you're going to score the tokens, place them in your itinerary. Then you fill up the track again for the next turn. And that's the slide and refill history. Yeah, so place the card in track. Oh, sorry, you're going to place the card in the track. That's step 4, which you actually put in front of you. So, and that is it. At the end of the game, every one of these you have remaining, I believe, is worth 1 point. I've been, in my 2 games that I've had, one by myself and one with Brittany, we didn't have any time remaining. And the instructions on the back are just for, this is what you do when the day resets. Final scoring is your victory points, wherever your token is on this track, points you earn during the game. 1 victory point per crystal, and per unspent crystal. And then your trek score, which is how much your checks score. And that's it. It's a very simple game. Oh, a bonus score I forgot to mention is, here's the thing. If you're over here, I'm going to move us both as one unit. Let's say that's us. So we're both there. Since I'm on top, let's say I want to buy a card that's worth 5. But there's only 1 hour left in the day.
Yeah.
That's fine. I go up to 12. I can't pass 12. I end the day on 12, and I take that 5. Done. Seems like a good deal, right? I only spent 1 hour, and I got 5 hours worth of card, which is great. But it might not be the best deal, because if you can manage to spend so you land right on 12, you get a 3-point bonus.
Oh.
So if I was here and I bought this card, I could go 1, 2, and get 3-point bonus. Or if I was there and I bought this card, I could use a crystal to reduce the cost to 1 and land right there. So a strategy might also be to save your crystals to the end so you can land on that 12 and get the card you want.
Right.
I do that sometimes, not always. But again, I've only played this twice, and one of those times I wrote myself, I am not a master. Okay, I think we're good to go.
You can only have 1 trek at a time. Is that correct?
Correct. If
Okay.
once you need a card that doesn't fit on your trek, you have to close your trek and start a new one. All right?
Got it.
So I'll go first. I'll walk you through. Okay, here we go.
Do we take turns going first, or how does that work for the new days?
It's going to be decided based on the position of your clock. So
Okay.
whoever's going to get there last is going to go first the next day because you'll be on top.
Okay.
Okay, so since I'm on top, I'm going to go first.
Makes sense.
Okay, so let's see if I can teach this and play this. All right, so I like this one that's like 1200, because if we look on our chart, 1200 is the second farthest back you could go. So I think that's a good start if you want to build a long trek. So I'm going to use my crystal, put it in there. I'm only going to spend 1, place it here. That gives me 1 innovation event. So, or sorry, 1 innovation experience. I'm going to place that right there at the top of my innovation tree. And I'm done. Now it's your turn because you're the furthest back on the clock.
Right. I noticed there's some text on the back of the cards. Does that do anything?
So each card has a title, which I think I mentioned. They're going to be bigger because they're hard to read right now. That's one of the things they're going to address. This is Hunt Bison with Attila. Is it Attila? No? Atlatl? I can't make it out. The glare for me is brutal. I think I need glasses. I'm getting to that age. Anyways, so I'm going to hunt bison with these people. But I can get the history of that back here. So that's all that is. So if you want to know a little bit more information about this, you can read back there.
Okay, interesting.
So I've been tempted to, but I haven't yet because I was like, want to play another game. I want to just keep going. Okay, so that's my turn. Go.
Okay, I'm gonna be a big spender up front. So I'm gonna go with this one. Hopefully this works well for me. So I'm gonna take that, move my watch to 5 because it costs 5. Click my benefits. So I get 2 of these.
Yep, 1 from the track, 1 from the card. I can pass those to you if you need to.
1 of those and a crystal.
Yes.
Which I'll put into here. You can, I assume, spend them right away if you want
You
it.
can't spend them on the card you just got. Okay, so you could spend the one you had to cover that cost, but any crystals that card provides, you cannot spend on that card.
That makes sense. Placed it in my trek, and then I'm going to fill these. So I get 2 points.
Excellent, yeah, you get 2 points right away.
And this one goes here. Yep.
Oh, yeah, your green is deep. Hey, you're doing well, you're doing well.
Refill.
Okay, so refill, and now it's my go. So let's see what I want to do here. Okay. I'm gonna not spend any crystals. So instantly, I'm a crystal spending monster. That's all I do. Okay, so I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna go to 1772 BC. I'm gonna place that. Oh, BCE, not BC. It was the same thing. And I'm going to place it right there to continue my trek, and I get a person, what was that green one was? Progress. Good memory. And an innovation. So I get those 3. So I'm going to place 1 there, which gives me a crystal right away. Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's so fiddly.
Alright, so put the crystal in there. I'm going to put that. Oh, I get another crystal. You get to do it again.
These would go into the new day next day, right?
Yeah. Your crystals carry over. Your itineraries reset. So anything, well, this go cleared off, and you get a new itinerary. And then I get my red one there. Okay, so I did a good fill there. Then we slide these all over. And since I'm last on the row, I get to go again. So, let's see. I'm going to spend 1 crystal to go to 506 BC, which is only, I reduced the cost down to 1. Put myself on there. Give myself an innovation and a person experience. Which covers that and that. And now we move all this down. And as you can see, I'm on top, so I get to go again. So I've given myself 3 turns in a row. Which works for some cases, not for others. That's a good card if you want to start a new trek. Probably not the best for you right now.
With my 1.
Because you would lose 3
My big
points.
spending hasn't gone so well for me so far.
Okay, so now let's see what we got here.
I'm now seeing the benefit of choosing
An old card?
lower cards, like lower card
Yeah.
value, so you can spend more, so you can get longer treks.
Yeah, and here is the thing too, is you might think the default, because when I first started playing this, I was like, oh, a computer can play this. You just pick the oldest date and you just come to the newest and you just get it. That works a little bit. That's good to get you started, but then when you want to start targeting certain points, then you want to target those cards that give you those icons. So then it's kind of a mix. It's like, what do I do? Do I jump forward in time and risk that better cards are going to come up because I can see this a lot more times, but are they going to come up? I don't know. So it's got a little bit of that going for it. But I am still going to continue with this trend that I got going, I think. Or not. No, I'm not. I'm going to spend 1. And I'm going to get this one right here. Which is going to get me an event experience and a person experience based on that. And then my person will go there. Scores me 7 points.
Wow.
And then my event will go here. So there's a case where like these 3 would have been better because it would have made my trek longer, but I wanted to fill that out before the day runs out. Because if I don't fill these out before we run the day, I don't get a chance to fill them out.
Yeah, there's not really a point, or it's not necessarily going to help you in the long
Right.
run.
So now you're farthest back on the clock. You go.
What do I want to do? Let's... Ooh. I had a plan, and then now I'm seeing my plan probably isn't going to work great. Let's just go for it.
Go for it.
I'm going to spend my 2 crystals
Oh, okay.
right away. And we'll just see how it goes. And then I'm going to move 1, so that gets me to 3. And take this one. I feel like I did that in the wrong order, but
That doesn't matter.
we're just going to go for it. I'm going to put that there.
Okay.
And then I get a crystal,
And
then I get
innovation.
an innovation, which I'm gonna put here. And then I move everything down.
Do that.
And then I'm going to...
Yeah, it's your turn again.
Oh, I have a plan for what I want to do, but I don't know if
Wow,
it'll work out for me.
there's some big BCEs in there.
Okay. So I can do that or that.
You can start a new one.
I don't want to start a new one. I want that one, but I mean, I also want that one, but then that's going to be the end, potentially the end of my trek. And am I willing to do the end of my trek? I mean, do I play it safe or do I not? I'm just going to go for it. We're just going to be a big spender again and just go for it. We'll spend that. No, I'm going to take this one. Cost 4. Spend 1 of my crystals and then 3 of this. 1, 2, 3.
3 hours.
Yes. 3 of this means 3 hours. We'll place it. I get experience? Is that what that's
Event.
called? Event?
Event, an innovation, and a
Innovation
crystal.
and
What
a
you got
crystal.
that's closest to you?
And another crystal.
Another crystal, correct.
And then I'm going to put that there, which gets me another
Another
crystal.
crystal. Oh, you're a crystal machine.
Crystal machine. Put it there, and then that goes there.
If you notice the sound changed, it's the furnace came on in the house. We usually turn that off before recording, but slipped my mind. Okay, I was so excited to play. Okay, so yeah, it didn't help you much in points, but you did a lot of stuff. You did a lot of stuff. Okay, all right. So let's see. You see, did you go twice?
I did.
So you ended up. Did you end up on top of me and then go again?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the card I wanted.
Sorry about that.
Well, that's unfortunate for me.
Change your plans.
Yeah, let's see what we're gonna do here.
Well, you have one option, or to start a new one, or an ancestor.
Yeah, yep,
So
yeah.
options. There's options.
Not the options I want, but yes, there is options. Oh, yeah, I can only take that. That's the only one I can take. Or an ancestor. And if I stop my trick at 4, it's worth only 4 points at the end of the game. Mm-hmm. Ah, you suck. You suck bad. I'm talking to you specifically.
I figured. I'm cool with that, surprisingly.
Okay. Okay, because the thing is, I get this giving me 2 green. I can't even use 1. I can't even use 1 green.
Yeah, that's
so
a waste.
I don't want that. It's a waste for me. Okay.
Or you can get a wild.
No, you know what? I think maybe I'll just go. Oh, I do say no, because even if I reset with that, I don't need the green. I don't need the green because the card I got was I'm all clogged up.
Yeah. And I mean, it's kind of, you have to spend a lot too.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? I've had enough of your.
This has gotten intense.
I'm going to take this one. I'm going to close my trek. I'm going to have a little trek of 4, and I'm going to take this one right here. 2000 BC. We're going way back. We're going way back. I'm hopping off the bus, and I'm hopping on another one, and I'm getting rid of this. So I only spent 1, and I got that, and that gave me a red and a blue. Okay? The blue gets me 2 points. 1, 2. The red gets me no points yet. My turn again.
I'm not liking how this is going.
Okay, now. Let's see. Okay, we all have the BCs to work with. I'm gonna go for that one. So I'm gonna spend 2. I'm gonna go to 1472 BCE. Place that right there. It's gonna give me a red and a blue. Red from there, blue from there. So place that there, place that here. I like where this is going so far.
I do not.
Don't blame you.
For the record, I do not.
Okay. Now, oh, look at that big boy. Oh, I just like that one. I could get it. 1, 2, 3. I wouldn't get 3 bonus though. There's okay. Oh, I don't need that. I don't need that. I could use that. I don't know. No, there's a lot of stuff I don't need there though. The wild is good, and one of the persons are good. I keep forgetting what the green one is.
Progress.
Progress. The progress.
That's like the one I remember.
Progress is not going to help me right now. I want.
That also jumps you way forward.
Yeah. Which is, you know what? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Check it. I'm going to go visit an ancestor. I'm going to pop that right there. I'm going to pay full price. 3 hours. 1, 2, 3. 3 hour 3-point bonus. 1, 2, 3, because I landed right on 12. Okay. Got that there. I get a wild. I take that wild. I'm going to fill in this gap right here. Boom. 10 points because I filled that row. So it takes me from 12 to 22. Okay. So far, so good. But my day is over, so I can't fill any more of this card. So I'm not going to score anymore this round. It's all you.
Okay. So I'm going to take this card, which costs 4, and use 3 of my crystals.
That's a 15, 19 you're doing?
Yep. Which goes right on top of my 1471. So I'm using 3 crystals and moving 1.
Okay.
That's gonna give me 2 people, 1 progress, and a wild.
Yeah, progress. There you go.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna place these 2. I get 8 points.
8 points.
I go to 10. I'm gonna place that one there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Where's your wild
then
gonna go? 3 points or crystal?
It's gonna go 3 points.
Okay, it puts you at 13.
And this is going here.
The trek continues.
It continues. What do I want to do next? Oh, what do I need? Do I want to end my trek?
You gonna end it with 3 bonus points? Or are you just going to blow it all? Actually, it's not. Most of those you can end your trek just fine.
Yeah.
Because these are the only ones that would put you over.
Yeah.
So
everything else is a 2.
you could still get up to. You could pick up this one and another. I don't know. I wasn't checking the dates, but you could still pick up that one and another one for. You still get 2 cards. Actually, you could only pick up that one. No, actually, there might be something underneath there.
Yeah, because I would need something with a 2, but can I score anything with a 2? Probably not. Could get that, but then I just start a new one. I may as well keep going with my trek, so I may as well do the lowest one. Except that one cost me 2. But if I want to end exactly, that's probably the best bet. So...
Take a bite of the first sandwich.
I mean,
Is that George
that's
Washington?
Pretty cool.
Is he playing poker and eating a sandwich?
Yeah, pretty sure he is. That seems late to have like the first sandwich. You would think sandwiches would exist before then.
Nobody just thought of the people had bread and think it never came together.
It's like, I'm just gonna have my meat and my bread, and that is all.
Keep them separate. Like children where they don't like the
Things
peas
can't
touching
touch.
the meat.
Okay. I'm gonna play it safe, I guess. I have no crystals. Dang it.
I am also crystalless. I'm a big crystal spender. I spend crystals like crazy.
That you are.
It's like credit.
Can do that. We'll do 2 there.
So you get
Give me
3 bonus points?
1, 2, 3. I get one of those, which I mean I can take it. It's not gonna give me anything.
But you get to put on your card.
Yay! I get to fill something out. That goes there.
Okay. So we're done.
That's it.
Okay, so day 1 is done. So now the steps, once you're done day 1, are listed here in the back. First thing we're going to do is we trash everything here. So your events available these events are no longer available, so we toss those away. Then we grab deck 2, which you would shuffle, which we've pre-shuffled. Now, here's the thing. It's very important to shuffle these decks because at the end of the game, you'll have a bunch of cards that are just lined up in the right order, especially if you get like long treks. And, sorry, I usually fill from that way to that way. And then when you deal them out, then you have a bunch of cards that are just perfectly lined up for everybody, so make sure they're shuffled well. Okay, so we started a new day, we did that. Our itineraries get wiped out, so you can clean them out. So let's put these away.
I feel like you chose the more difficult way of doing it.
I
Take it back.
I normally don't do that, but I was like, hey, what the hell? I'm gonna swing it. Yeah, we can just hide those somewhere. There you go. You don't need those anymore. They're done. There you go. It's probably causing a huge glare. Okay, so now you can pick whatever one. Doesn't have to be random. I'm not gonna spend too much time filling over this. I'm just going to pick. I'm just gonna pick one. Just gonna pick one and go with it.
This one seems easier. Maybe less potential for points, but let's see.
Okay, so that is the last thing you do, and now we're back to, again, so as you can see, it's a pretty easy turnaround. And you're on top, so you're going first.
Okay, so I think I want to keep my trek going. We'll see how that goes. So I'm gonna spend 3. Sorry, I'm gonna tell you what card I'm gonna take first.
So what you taking?
I'm gonna take this one.
Which year is that?
That's 1930.
1930, okay. Is that Gandhi? Who is that? I can't make it out.
March to the Salt Works with Gandhi.
Oh, it is Gandhi.
Correct. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. I get 2 people.
2 person events.
2 person events.
1
and a progress.
Progress. There you go, miss.
So we'll fill those out.
Okay.
And that is your turn.
Yes, it is. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do here. I got a lot of scoring here on red. Okay, so 1472 BC is what I've got to beat. So I got a lot of options. This is the only one I can't take. So I might go with this is Robin Hood over here. Hunt with the real Amazonian women. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's hunt with the real Amazons. So I'm going to spend 4 time. That's expensive. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I plop that right there. I think when they're really old and they provide a lot of resources, they cost a lot. I believe that's how it works. So I got a wild, an innovation, an event. Oh, and another innovation from there. Okay. Kind of did that first one blind. I just grabbed whatever. So let's see. Got that, and where do I want to put the wild? All right, let's start scoring on those reds. Let's just put that there. I think it's a good space to put it. And yeah, or even better, I'll go right there and get a crystal right away. Give myself a discount on the next card I get. There you go. So I'm good. And with that big expenditure, it's your turn.
Well, you took what I wanted, so this is going to change things, but how? Okay, we're gonna start over because really the only option I have is this or that, and I don't want either of those. So we're gonna end this.
Oh, you're ending your trek? Okay.
We're ending the trek. And then I'm going to take this one.
That's what I wanted, but I couldn't take it.
Can you move me 4, please?
I can. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I need an event. No. Experience? I can't remember. I can't keep them straight. What is the blue?
It's an event.
I want an event.
They're all experiences. It's the type of experience.
I would like an event experience.
There you go.
Innovation.
And the thing is, like, you don't need to know this. We're trying to do
Progress.
it for camera. Like, when you're playing this, you can just be, give me a blue, give me a red, give me a green or a yellow. And if that makes you feel better, just do it. Just do it.
Just give up.
Just give
Is
up.
what you're telling
Yeah,
me.
just give up. Don't even try
I'm gonna
anymore.
place that there. That one goes there, so I get 5 points.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, I don't like this.
And then a crystal. I am also very far ahead, so
Okay. Well, you gave me options. Oh, and I like that one, actually, which I can take. No, I can't. Oh, I can't take
tricky.
it. I can't take either of those.
Yeah, it kind of jumps up now.
Yeah, it did. We got some big jumps here. Okay. Okay, let's think this through. Let's think it through. I'm okay with the... You know what? I'm okay with this one. So I'm going to spend 1 crystal to reduce the cost of that to 2. And then I'm going to go to 13, 24. I really wanted that one. It's on the perfect spot for me. It's exactly what I wanted. So I get a red, a yellow, and a crystal. Okay, crystal. Okay. Crystal in there. 5 points, please. And my red over there. Okay, so we move all this down. It's still me.
Ooh. That one would have been a good one.
Ooh, that's a good one. I can still get that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm gonna spend this. Get it for 4.
You're gonna start a new trek?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not in BCE anymore.
For some reason I read that as 1249. My bad. Upside down is hard.
So I'm gonna spend 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Joan of Arc, I'm assuming? Yep, March with Joan of Arc. Okay, so I'm gonna get a green, a wild, and a crystal. Crystal will go in my little reserve. A greenie there. And I think I want you... Where do I want this? I might not be going for a while. So I'm gonna put this here. Yeah, I'm gonna put the wild there. Okay. Go. I don't know if that was the best move, but that's what I did. It's done.
It has been done.
Go.
Okay, so I'm going to take this 528 BC. I'm gonna put it on top of there. I'm gonna spend a crystal.
So it's going to cost you 2.
And I get blue, red,
And a wild.
and a wild. So if I put the blue there, I get a crystal. I'm gonna put my red, and then I'm gonna use this as a yellow, and that
Get
gets
3
me
points.
3 points.
Nice. Okay. Continue.
What do I need? What do I need? Okay, I'm going to spend a crystal. No, I'm gonna tell you what card I'm gonna take first. I'm gonna go for this one.
Okay.
Spend a crystal.
Oh, yeah, that's where you were.
Go 1.
So you're going to get red and a blue.
Yeah,
Get those for you.
thank you. Put my red here, my blue here. Oh, what do I want to do next?
What indeed?
I need to place that. So what are my best options? There's no more BCEs that I can do.
No.
So that one, I think is the earliest one. It would put me over, but do I care? I don't think so.
Yeah, because your last, it's probably going to be your last card, so you want to just figure out what's going to fill your card up the most.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just gonna go with this because I think it'll give me more points to just do this.
Okay. So you're going to max out? Oh.
I'm gonna max out. I get 2 red, which I can't use 1, so you can just give me 1.
Yeah, there's one.
A wild
And crystal.
crystal. Oh, I told you not to give me that one. That's right. So this is gonna go here, and
2
I get
points.
2 points.
Bam.
And then I'm gonna use my wilds.
Okay. Oh, 7 points.
I get 7
Big jump.
points.
So you're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 33 points.
And we'll place that there.
Nice. Nice play. Nice play. Okay. Let's see what I'm going to do.
Our cards have really jumped up.
Yep. I'm in a situation I don't care for.
There's not a lot of blue options, which is what I assume you want.
But, I can't. Hold on.
I do have a little
I'm
red.
going to do this. Spend 1 crystal to get this for 1.
Okay.
Oh, is that the one I want? Wait a second. Don't rush me. It's going to jump me ahead quite a bit. But I'll spend that. It'll get me a wild. I only move up 1 because I spent a crystal. And I'll put that wild right there.
Okay.
And it gets me green. I'm trying to put it right there. It gets me 3 points.
2, 3.
Okay. Now, I either spend 1 to get bonus 3 points, which gets me really nothing. It would actually get me 5 points total. But if I can get a blue, I get 10 points. So this one looks pretty good for me right now, actually.
It does. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. So I like this one. So I'm gonna go. Again, I'm gonna overshoot just like you, so I stop on 3. I don't get the bonus points. I'm gonna place 1963 right on top of my 1933. I'm gonna share a dream with Martin Luther King. I want to say Martha. I was like reading ahead, like combining his name. So I'm sharing a dream with Martin Luther King. And I'm gonna get this, these. So you try to plan and read at the same time, doesn't work out. Okay, so 2 points, 10 points, and a throwaway green because I did not need it. Okay, so that worked out. I filled that out for no reason. So that last turn went well for me. And
I love how that went.
that's what matters the most. Okay, so that's good for me. So again, flip that over if you want a real reference. We're going to clean this up so you can start putting away the tokens on your itinerary. take these out of the way. Place these over here. Just clear them out and get day 3. And again, we've shuffled already, so start laying some cards out.
I'm gonna get rid of this itinerary and choose my next one. I do not like the ones I chose, I have to say. They're not great. Which I'm sure you're very upset about.
We selected these cards randomly, by the way. At the beginning, I just throw them face down and said pick 4.
Well, we'll go with this one.
Okay, so this is gone. I'm just gonna hide this under the rule book. There you go. And let's see what we want to get here. You know what? I think I like this one.
Have you noticed with playing this, I know you've only played a couple times, but as you get further in the days, have you noticed like a difference in like how many things you get or how much it costs?
Do you mean like the hours cost more?
Yeah, I guess like the cards seem better, or not necessarily.
I haven't been paying attention. I've been so focused on like the rules, I haven't really got to the point where I was like I'm like picking apart the strategy of it.
Oh, I'm picking apart the strategy.
Okay, I'm trying to keep my cards on camera because my trick is getting long here. So I'm just going to collapse this just slightly, just so it's easier to see. Okay. So, it's my go. Got my clock on top. So I like this one. It's 3 years later. Oh, sorry, 6 years later. 6 years later is the smallest little increase there, which I kind of like. And I can go, the 2 greens work for me too. So I'm gonna pay 2. Whoa. And I'm going to moonwalk with the Apollo 11 crew. Boom. So I paid 2 and I get 2 greens. Which gets me 2 points. Because I covered 1 2-pointer. Okay.
I don't like how long your trick is getting.
How long is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's pretty good. 9. Count that again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. It's 9 both ways. Count it up and down, still 9. Good.
Okay. What is the best thing to do?
Probably just give up and leave.
What if I did? You'd be like, just come back! We're not done!
I didn't mean it!
Okay. So I'm trying to pick between these 2. And it's like, what do I want? Do I want my trick to be longer, or do I want... How helpful would that actually be? Probably not actually that helpful. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. So I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna spend a crystal. So it's only 2.
Bam.
And then I get a crystal back. And then I get a red and a blue.
I like the one on the end because I feel good about spending a crystal on it because I'm always going to get a crystal back. And I learned from my first playthrough that there's only one card that comes after 1990. It's 1994. That's when I realized I should be using that sheet.
Probably a good
Because I was
idea.
like, is there anything after 1990? It's right there.
So I get to go next because I'm on top.
Yep.
This would be the best one for my trick, but not the best for my card because I only have 1 more blue. So I'm not gonna go for that one.
Ah, now you see where it all comes to. Like, what, it's the balance.
So that means these 2 are left, or an ancestor, but I don't think I want an ancestor, so... I'm going to go with... Oh, it's blue too. Everything's blue!
You get a wild blue and a red.
That's true.
So you get quite a bit from that one.
The red would help me. Okay. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna spend a crystal.
Blue, a red, and a wilds are beside you.
And 3. 1, 2, 3.
There you go. Yeah.
So I get a crystal.
Ooh.
And there's all my blue. Red, and how many more turns? I'm gonna be optimistic and say I'm gonna have a bunch more turns.
Oh, you're gonna get so many more turns.
So many more
So
turns.
many more turns. Where are you going?
So many. I'm gonna go here.
I'm not optimistic on how far I have to go down this track to score that.
Right? And you need the same color.
So
And so I was like, should I go here and get 5 points? And I'm like, it does not lead anywhere. I guess I didn't notice that's the only joint one, good or bad.
I guess 1990 is the only one I can go to continue my trek. So I'll pay 1. I'm gonna go excavate a T-Rex with Sue. Bam. It's gonna give me a blue and a yellow, which are good. I just need lots of reds, which this will help. That'll help with the reds. Okay. So now I'm gonna spend the I don't know. Yeah, I can close this trek up. I don't have to close it. Oh, I do. There's only one more. This thing's getting closed up. 1994 is the only thing that's gonna beat that, and I don't got it. So put that over there. Okay, so let's go old. Let's go old.
I feel like the later the days go on, it's probably harder to have longer treks.
I spent 3. 1, 2, 3. I go for this one. Just gonna get me 2 persons and an event. An event.
I'm gonna move this down.
So the event gets me a crystal. If you pass me a crystal, and the persons get me nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
There's nothing in the 1900s, so I'm gonna close this. So what do I want? What is the earliest one?
70 BCE.
Yeah, because I feel like you miss out because there's nothing underneath it, so you don't get anything.
Yeah, you'll get it later. It's not like I'm gonna grab it next. It doesn't play well for me to do it unless you jump way ahead of me and somehow.
Yeah. Also, I do not need a blue. So one of these two would be the
I'm
best.
assuming it's something to do with the printing press. Work the Gutenberg press.
Which one do I want more? How do I do one of those?
Ooh, Leonardo da Vinci. If we're going based on the event, I'd go Leonardo da Vinci.
It's not that much further on.
I'm not even talking
I'm
about
gonna go
yours.
with it.
I just think I'd rather see Leo.
I'm gonna spend 1, so it only costs 2, which still puts me ahead of you, unfortunately. What did I get?
Oh, sorry, I moved you. Yeah, you think you were here?
I think so.
Yeah, so
One of these.
I usually don't move until the things are collected, but
Thank you.
got ahead of myself.
Getting too excited.
I am.
So I get 2 points. Oh, I'm so far behind you. Yellow, progress.
Okay.
Green. That wasn't progress, that was innovation. That was progress.
As long as I don't end with a 1, so I don't lose 3 points, I'm good. Okay, so I'm gonna go. What do I want to do? I like that one, but I don't care for the cost. So, yeah.
You're gonna take what I want.
Probably not. I don't think I'll take what you want. Because I wanted this when it was over here. I don't want it where it is.
That's true, because there's a lot of blue there.
Yeah, and it's a waste for me. I'm not gonna pay.
Also,
4
I did
hours
not
for that.
realize that your 1 bar, like basically you can do another bar with skipping your 8.1.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
unfortunate.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
2 crystals.
I'm gonna use a crystal.
Which card are you taking?
I don't know. Let me think this through. Yep, I'm doing it. So, I'm gonna go for 1823, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna reduce that cost to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that a good idea? I don't know.
Give you a green, and then I'm gonna move them down.
Yep.
Don't forget to take the rest of your
Yeah, it was the green. Oh, you gave me the green. A yellow, a wild, crystal. Okay, rest of wild. So I'm gonna do what you suggested. 1, 2.
Oh no.
Here and here. A green and wild. Give me 10 points. Thank you. And I'm good. It's your go.
I don't know. What do I want to do? Let's keep the numbers low. And we'll see how it goes. We'll take this one. Move 2. Get one of those and a blue, please. Actually, don't need the blue, it doesn't go on my card. This gets me 10 points. Oh, look, we can just like slide across. So that's that turn. Oh, I forgot to turn that over. No, I didn't. That was on the right side. So distracted. Okay. What else do I need? Green would be good. Green would be good. But it would cost me 3, and that would be the end of my turn.
And you would get 3 bonus points.
I would get 3 bonus points. Can anything else get me more points? I don't think so. That's probably my best bet. Yeah, even if I went with an ancestor.
I'd give you a wild.
Which is probably what I would use the same of anyway. What is this one? What can that do for me? That one might be better. Yeah, let's go with that one.
Alright. You have no crystals, so you're paying full price?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. That ends your trek. Or not your
get
trek,
3
your.
points.
Yep. Because the bonus, you landed right on it. You can get 2
2
persons. 2 persons.
And one of these.
There you go.
Thank you.
Well, you're getting 4 points for that.
So 4 points.
1, 2, 3, 4. Because you blocked. You almost got your. Oh no, you got 3 spots left on your card. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I assume you do not get a bonus for filling your card.
this that worked out for me actually.
Don't like that.
Because that's exactly where I wanted that card. Question is, I'm going to go 2 and get the bonus 3 points, or can I score this and eke out 1 more point? I don't think I can. It would depend on what's underneath that. So I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to spend the 2, keep this. Oh, because that will be an extra point if I keep that. So I'm good. So I'll keep. Oh, I can't. I'd have to start a new trek, and that would lose me 3 points. But that would cancel it. Yeah, you know, that's going to be worth it. Because this will get me 0. Let me do some math here. If I extend this, it gets me 2 points. Okay? If I take this, I'm going to lose 3 points because it'll be a trek of 1. This gets me 0, so that wipes out. But it'll kind of counter that. But it'll get me 8 points. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to end this trek. So that trek is not going to score me anything. This trek is going to end up costing me. But I'm going to go... Or no, actually, I can make it not cost me anything. Because I could spend a crystal to make it 1, but then I don't get the 3 bonus points. So I'm losing 3 bonus. I'm losing because nothing's going to come. It's going to be cost 1. I doubt it. And I have no more crystals.
Seems unlikely.
So I'm just going to go with the 1, 2. But it could be something that, you know what? I'm going to risk it because I could get another. Yeah, no.
It would also have to be less than or more than 1610. 1610 is here. So,
Yeah. So
what are your
things
chances?
16, 10. Well, because right now this is going to give me two reds. It's going to put me there. It's going to score me 8 points. If I get 2 more reds, which I'm not going to get from that, nothing else is going to give me 2 more reds. Because that's nope, nobody, nope. So I'm just going to keep it. 1, 2, scored exactly, and get 2 reds. 8 points, please. And I'm going to have a lonely trek of
I
1.
think I did that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nice try. I don't know what I was at, so I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so there's a lot of math that led up to the same thing. I was just really hoping to fill up my card. Okay, so that's it. That is trekking through history. Now let's do some scoring to see who wins. Okay, so now first thing we're going to do, let's go through this. We got our victory point track. So far, Mark's in the lead. How many crystals do you have?
0.
0. I have 1, so that gives me 1 bonus point, please. And now our treks. Let's count your treks. How much is your day 1 trek? How long is that?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 cards long. That's going to get you 10 points. That's pretty sweet. That puts you to 62. Okay. Still behind the pink. What's your day 2 trek gonna get you?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're consistent. It's gonna put you to 72.
And then 3.
And then 3 gets you 2. So you're at 74.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna be ahead of me.
I am pretty sure as well. But if you can move my token, please, miss.
Yeah.
Day 1 trek. My day 1 trek. We got 4 cards here. 4, that gets us 4 points. Now, day 1 and 2 and 3, this one through 3 days. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bam, bam.
Oh.
30
Do
points.
some math. 69 plus 30, 99.
99.
Check my math.
Oh, that's good. And then I've got this, which is... Oh, I didn't give myself the bonus points. I gave myself the 8,
Right.
but I gave myself the 3 bonus.
100,
And
1,
2.
2.
There you go. There's 2 of these tokens. I wonder if that's what it's for. Now this track, I break even. I just get 0.
Okay.
This one, I lose 3.
1. You're
Yeah,
at
99. Okay, so that is it. Mark is victorious.
Yeah. You kind of destroyed me.
I am the trekking master. I challenge all. But I'm never playing this again because I'm going on top. It's a great game, but I want to go on top.
Is this the highest you've ever gotten before?
Actually, the game I played against Brittany yesterday, I got 101. So I'm consistent.
There's that.
But I think with her, I didn't lose any points with Brittany. But I did get a trek of 10 as well. I think I got a trek of 10 and a trek of 8. Like I got some big treks.
Those really get big, fat.
Yeah, they do. Because it
quick,
gets
yeah.
harder to get to those, though. It's hard to get that many. But when I did it with Brittany, I used Ancestors to bridge the gap between the days. So, which is a strategy because if you get toward the end of the year and it's getting harder to get the years that go over it, grab an Ancestor, tag it on the end. Then when you go to the new day, you get better chances for bigger years.
Right.
So so I was using Ancestors during my days, which I actually didn't get. I used one, but not for the same reason, I don't think. Or maybe I might have done it once. But yeah, I found Ancestors is really good to bridge the gap. So if you're getting close to a day, Ancestor, and then you'll get new days. And like I said, it's not like every card is guaranteed to be more or later in the years, centuries, whatever. But there's a better chance that you're going to get one. So, and for the prototype, I love these little things. I love the way these click on top. These are like wood, and they like click on top of each other.
Really
Like
well.
they sit. I like that. Like,
Do you know if they're keeping that?
I don't know. I hope it's like, I would assume a minimum that's what it would be, but I don't know. Like, there wasn't, I don't think it was mentioned in the note. It might have been. There was a few things in the notes, but everything in the notes seemed like an improvement. I didn't get any notes that were like, oh, those cool wooden clocks. Yeah, they're gone. They're going to be made of marshmallow. I didn't get that. I didn't get that impression. Okay, so let's do a little what you thought. This is what we thought. We're going to throw in a little bonus review here at the end here. I really enjoy this game. Now, I enjoy it because I liked how easy it is to teach and to, like, I taught you on camera, which I think I did okay. You
did win.
I did win. You know, there's a saying that goes that I'm a bad teacher if I win the game I'm teaching at.
You seem to win a lot.
All the games I teach. That's why I'm the only one that teaches. But no, I don't mind. Like, you know, when Chris learns games, that's when he wins. And that's the only time he wins, so we got to give it to him. And then we eventually crush him, and then he doesn't want to play it anymore. But I really enjoy it. I like I know this is just a prototype, but I like the components already, so I can only imagine I'm going to like them more when they're done. And it's just playing. I like the filling out the cards with the events and choosing your cards, and then that balance of like, do I want to lengthen my trek, or do I want to risk shortening my trek to fill up my itinerary? Because there's a lot of points here, and if you don't pay attention, you could lose a lot.
Yep. Yeah. I like that there was a good amount of options for doing things, but not too many that it felt overwhelming. Like you said, it's fairly easy to teach. It seemed easy to kind of pick up. But it doesn't feel like there's too much going on to keep track of, but it gives you enough options that it keeps it interesting. I also think just like replayability seems good. Like I would play this again, like almost right away, because I feel like my strategy would change. I focus very much on the card, which I think that would change a lot if you're going to focus on the card or your trek, depending on what you get. You get different cards every time. So I thought that was an interesting thing. I'm too much of a big spender. That's what I've learned.
I think I've only played this game with 2 players. Me and you and me and Britt. That's all I've done. But I really like it as a 2-player game. Like, so I'm enjoying the 2-player experience of this. I'm sure Britt would love to play this. So like if we can get Xavier down, we can have a 3-player game maybe.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Because she'd really like it. I dig the art. I like the art style. I like the colors. It's bright. It's vibrant. I like this little mat. And this really, once you know how to play this game, this little reference card is all you need to get back into it. You're like, oh yeah, I get it. I know how to play. Because it's so simple. Okay, well, that was it for our playthrough of Trekking Through History. Thank you, Jess, for joining me on this episode.
Glad to be here.
And this is our first, teaching on the spot, which I don't know if I'm going to do this for many other games, but it was just because this one seems so easy. I was like, hey, I could do it. I could teach this. But I wouldn't do it for Feudum, which you've never played. And most of you probably haven't, because the rule book on that is crazy. The rules on that are crazy. Great game. Crazy. Okay, that is all. We will see you next week. See ya.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us. If you like this video and you want to see more, subscribe to our channel. It's the best way to keep up to date with everything we do here at Board Game Coffee. But if you want to see more right now, we got plenty of videos to choose from. And if that's not enough, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee. And remember, have fun, keep gaming, be social. See you next week.